to come forward selflessly and render that service. A few years from now, the Jamaat will become very strong. In the words of the promised Messiah, to become such a strong tree that will grow up to heavens, and its branches shall reach every part of the world. At that time, the time of victory, the time of success, which we would call the time of harvest, people will be telling their stories. Those who struggled and are still alive will cherish in the success of that time, and they will be very happy. Those who write history will remember them. Those who had departed, their children will be proud of their services. Their grandchildren will be proud of their services, selfless services. As for those who held back their services, who held back their capabilities, and did not render a helping hand to the Jamaat, should not think that that history shall be forgotten. Even if it will not be written down, still it will remain alive as if those people are still alive. In the words of the Muslim Mahmood, radiallahu anhu, he says, a time will come that many, many big nations will like to get advices and admonitions from the Jamaat. Jamaat having grown, having become very powerful. Those who did not render service to the Jamaat, their children shall be told that your fathers, your forefathers, did not come forward to attend meetings, to selflessly serve their Jamaat. So you have nothing you can do here. Just get away. If your father could not help the Jamaat, if your grandfather could not give his selfless service to Jamaat, what service can you give now? Just get away. And those grandchildren of those who served will come forward and tell the stories of their forefathers' selfless devotion to the service of the Jamaat. These histories we are also reading in the books of history. When we look at, say, the struggle that Musa had with Pharaoh, in the beginning, Pharaoh took himself to be great to the extent that he announced himself to be a god. And looking around, he saw himself very powerful, and even he used such bad language against Musa, calling him Mahin. You see, this downtrodden person, a person without honor. But look at the history. Who would like today to name his child Pharaoh? And how many Musas do we have now in the world? You see, Pharaoh's history is only reserved in the books of religious teachers. No one wants to write about Pharaoh or even to compare himself to Pharaoh. Look at the history of Jesus Christ. There was one rabbi, one of the chief rabbi, who was calling himself Caliph, and whatever persecution he initiated against Jesus Christ. Look into the history today. Who would like to name his child Caliph? But how many Isas and Jesus do we have in the world? Take the example of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and read what Abu Jahl did and all the plans of persecution he initiated. Today, who among the Muslims would like to name his child Abu Jahl? But how many Muhammads do we have? Of recent, we had Hazrat Mirza Ahmad, alayhi salatu wasalam, founder of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. Look what Muhammad Hussein Batalwi and what he did to persecute the promised Messiah and his Jamaat. All those fatwas he used to write to condemn the promised Messiah's mission. Today, his name is only reserved in the books of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. Who would like to name his son today that he is Muhammad Hussein Batalwi? But how many Ghulam Ahmadis do we have? And look what his Jamaat spread over the world. So the history we are here to make is that you whom God has given capability, some financial strength, some intellectual strength, some physical strength, this is the time to render it. This is the time selflessly to give out this service. Because shortly times to come that your service will not be needed. And it's welcome as a contribution. 1,000, 10,000, you can give 1,000,000, you can give 100 million. It is well received and accepted. Time will come that there will be such great and eminent people who will be paying billions, and you are 100 million, you will be buying peanuts. But today, even if you contribute 500 shillings, you are welcome. This is your opportunity. لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس ولا يؤمن بالله. O ye who believe, who have come out and given out some services with Jamaat, some contributions, intellectually, physically, and financially, do not destroy your contribution by being proudly and taunting the Jamaat because you have rendered some help at one point or another. This is a great warning to some of us who come out and contribute to the well-being of the Jamaat.